Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And we're live now in Sydney, beautiful harbourside city of Sydney, for the culmination of the 2010 National All-Style Championships. We're about to review the Champion of Champions division. All of these competitors have fought very hardly throughout the year and won their respective state divisions. Today they've competed throughout the weekend to the weight division champions, and today now we're about to see the battle of grandians, find out who is the greatest champion in Australia for martial arts for 2010.
Here we go, Glenn. About to start. 28-year-old Parney and Williams, bench karate in Queensland, will take battle in the lightweight division.
Representing the winner of the female welterweight
now,
division,
Panya will be up against Sherry Bauer, fellow Queenslander from Beenleigh on the Gold Coast, the beautiful sunny Gold Coast of Queensland. That will be our first bout, followed up by...
In the next event, which will be the welterweight, will be Nikki Kennedy, also from the Gold Coast, 21 years of age. She's a very exciting athlete.
And representing the heavyweight division of the females,
we have Amber Wilson. Amber Wilson is a 20-year-old, first done black belt, and this is her first opportunity to be able to go for this title today.
The winner of the lightweight.
Winner of the lightweight, 20-year-old from Queensland, Delio Senatore on the red side. He's had a tough weekend this weekend, man. I've seen some of his fights.
That's dead right, Chris, and he's up against some pretty tough competition with young David Nicol. David Nicol's been competing in the competition now for 11 years, and this is the highlight of his career.
Next up, for the middleweight division, we have Dean Cook. He's 24 years of age. He's ranked in third. He's been training for 12 years. Another exciting opponent.
That'll be a fantastic bout. I'm looking forward to that one, Chris, as he will be up against Mr. Wayne Vella, who's a 27-year-old third dan from New South Wales. And Wayne has got a lot of surprises under his belt for us today. Very much looking forward to his bout.
Oh, he's an exciting fighter, Glenn. I've seen some of his excellent hook kicks. So folks at home, please look out for that. He's very, very good at what he does.
Who will be crowned 2010 Grand Champion of Champions?
And that is the big question, Chris. Who will be crowned Champion of Champions after today?
Well, Glenn, like you did say earlier, these competitors have been competing all weekend. Today was the main day for qualifying. So some of these competitors are carrying injuries. So it will be interesting to see who does come through. But if they do, they will be knocked out straight away. And the winner
Mr. James Stacey will now bow in all officials.
You know, we're pretty lucky considering that the competitors have been fighting hard all weekend to get to this point, past their state titles and then on to their respective national titles that they've achieved. Each one of them is a winner already. With injuries, it's kind of difficult to get out there and be able to perform at your best for this Grand Champion division.
That's exactly right. The respective fighters have received first place within their own weight division, so they're all champions already. To go on to be champion of champion is something that, unless you've been on talking about, it's small, because it is like the ultimate fighter within the non-contact national stars.
Right, and it's a big coup to be known as champion of champions. There's a lot comes with that, a lot of responsibility, and of course there's a lot of coverage, magazine coverage, sponsorship.
That's exactly right. That's right. Yeah.
The Nationals has grown quite dramatically over the last number of years, and it's great to see today everybody competing in this beautiful harbourside city.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been beautiful weather here for us guys here this afternoon. We're very, very, very lucky. If you guys at home can see, there is a lot of people waiting for this because this is the pinnacle of the whole week. People have stayed behind. We've got people ranging from the age of 20 years of age right through to the late 20s to mid-30s. So these competitors are very, very good at what they do. They've been training for a minimum of 10 to 12 years, so they are very exciting. And in a moment you will see two ladies who are very, very exciting, very young and very tough.
That's right. So Ladies and gentlemen, what you'll be seeing at home there, you will notice that we have a red side and a white side. Being announced right now is Sherry Bauer on the white side. Sherry was the welterweight winner of the black belt women's division today. She's up against Tanya Casey. Now Tanya is, you will notice, if you see the back of Tanya, she will be wearing a red sash tied into the back of her belt to help you identify who we're talking about from time to time. So we have Tanya Williams in the red side with the red sash tied to the back of her versus Sherry Bauer on the white side. And they're off and they've started. Already we have a score there for Sherry.
As you can see there, Glenn, competitors will have to learn control. That's what it's all about. It is one thing punching your opponent, but learning to control is an expertise. So
that's exactly right, Chris. It's about being sharp yet controlled at the same time. Now, so far, Sherry has used her trademark reverse punch to great advantage so far. She's picked up a few scores already very early in the bout. It's given her a good head start. And just for our viewers to have a little bit of an understanding at home in respect of scoring, the rounds are all 3-minute rounds. If an actual competitor has an 8-point clear advantage over their opponent, then they will immediately win, and we do not need to go towards the 3 minutes.
As you can see there, Glenn, Tanya Williams coming back there, slowly fighting back at 1 point with a reverse punch to the stomach.
Fantastic scoring there. So also, if any one competitor has got pretty much a walkover on the other competitor, which is very rare at this level of competition, in other words, first to 15 points will also win the competition. In the event of a draw, however, first to score will win, and it's not unusual with the high level of competition we have here today to see a draw at the end of those 3 minutes. So as you can see, the scores are starting to rack up there. And Chris, could you tell us a little bit more about Tanya?
Yeah, Tanya Williams is 28 years of age. She's a 15 black belt. She's 53 kilos, as you can see, very, very, very light. She's from Kenshin Karate, Queensland. That's a full contact Japanese style of karate. She's actually a mother of 4, Glenn. Personal trainer and also a beauty therapist, so it sounds like she's quite busy.
That's one tough mum out there, Chris.
Well, she's jotted down here that her favourite technique is a roundhouse kick and nice quick hands. As you can see, she's exposing that roundhouse kick there, Glenn. And
very well done. Beautiful technique. Gorgeous technique happening there for Tanya. Now, Sherry's actually really renowned for her speed. As I mentioned, her reverse punch, and she came very close to scoring it again then, but Tanya beat her to the point by the looks of things. The referee is actually calling for a little bit more detail from the officials, and the point has been awarded.
Just for the viewers at home, wherever you may be, a punch to the head or to the stomach is 1 point, and a roundhouse kick to the head is also scored as 3 points. So as you just saw there, Tanya Williams just came back with a 2-point head kick there.
So she outscores against Sherry?
That's correct, yeah.
That's right.
So the roundhouse kick is very, very important when you are behind. It is worth 3 points.
So we can see the scores have been seesawing a little bit there, Chris, but Tanya's making a terrific comeback now. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has the final word in respect of all decisions. He will call on his 2 corner judges to indicate with their flags. And on this occasion, it's Sherry Bauer from the Gold Coast in Queensland has taken out this title, and she'll work on now towards meeting her final opponent for the Grand Championship. Just a little bit more information in respect of Sherry. She's a Shotokan stylist. She has also a member of the Japan Karate Association. She's been a former 2009 Queensland state title holder and a Nationals runner-up in the Open division and middleweight division for previous years. She's actually been training for 8 years, so well done for Sherry. And now we're on to our next bout. We'll see more of Sherry later on.
On the red side there, Glenn, we have a young lady by the name of Nikki Kennedy. She's 21 years of age, and she's a Sandan black belt. For the viewers at home, a Sandan is a 3rd Dan black belt.
So it looks like Amber Wilson may have her work cut out for her now. Amber Wilson's a 1st Dan black belt. Her obviously no slouch to have got this far. Been the winner of the heavyweight division. She's a 20-year-old, and She's from the West Side Karate Academy in Melbourne, in the beautiful state of Victoria. And she's managed to pick up a point there to start the clock moving.
Just for the viewers at home there, Glenn, what they will see is one of the referees are holding a red flag within their hand, like a clenched fist. That, for the viewers at home, means excessive contact. Now, excessive contact, they will be warned. There may be an official warning. If the contact is too excessive, the judge may award a foul and a point may be put over to the other side. So it's very, very important for the viewers at home, for these competitors to be under control, otherwise they can be disqualified, which is something that they do not want to happen.
So it can lead towards disqualification. That'd be a shame at this stage.
Oh, hey, look, these, like, as the viewers are at home are aware, these competitors have travelled from all over Australia, so it would be an absolute shame for these guys to be disqualified through excessive contact.
Generally speaking, it's fantastic control. This is a non-contact style tournament, but at this level of competition, and with these black belts, that's terrific control to be able to, and they've practiced that throughout the year, of course, to lead towards this moment.
As we have mentioned earlier, Glenn, a lot of these competitors have had a long time within their field, a minimum of 4 years in most traditional styles, and some of these competitors going up to 20 or 25 years within their style, so they're very, very experienced. So.
Fantastic. Now, Amber has got very good control. Ooh, she's just run into a bit of a bump there at that stage, and
the referee's having a bit of a word there to Nikki Kennedy. Yeah. Just to watch her contact. I think she will be warning both competitors just to settle down and make sure they do not get disqualified. As we mentioned earlier, that'll be a shame.
That's right. As I was saying, Nikki's actually been competing now. She's been training for 13 years.
Was that Amber?
Oh, excuse me. So Amber's been competing there for 13 years, and both girls are holding their own. Scores are very close. Just seesawing on the scoring.
Nikki Kennedy, she does also a style called Kenchikan Karate, as the previous fighter, Pania Williams. She has been training for 15 years. Her favourite technique is a front kick and the reverse punch. So you will see that coming from Nikki.
That's not surprising in respect of that she's from the same school in Queensland. Queensland actually is very strong in the martial arts, as well as the kickboxing. Yeah, so similar styles, kickboxing.
Just for the viewers at home who are obviously live on the internet here today, live streaming, you will see some of their competitors here from all different styles, from karate to kung fu, kickboxing.
We've got taekwondo.
So it is all styles. So they are competing against all styles from within our country, being beautiful Australia.
That's right. Now Amber Wilson on the white side, just to remind you, Amber doesn't have a tag in behind her, whereas Nikki actually has the red tag behind her. Amber is a child care worker by trade, and as far as martial arts goes, she's a Roo practitioner.
Unlucky there for young Nikki Kennedy. She's going down there to young Amber Wilson. Amber Wilson will go on.
Next competitor from the red side.
So the white side's not doing too bad today so far, Chris.
No. We've got some beautiful young fighters from the red side, so hopefully they can come back. I've got young Delia Senatore here. He's also from Queensland. Gee, Glenn, we've got a few coming from Queensland. He's 20 years of age. He's been training for 15 years. So like the viewers at home, these guys aren't amateurs. They've been on for quite a long time.
Well, this should be a very hot bout, Chris, I think, because David Nichols, 20-year-old first dan from Gotan Roo Karate in New South Wales here, and David has been competing in the National All-Styles now for 11 years since he was a little fella. So this is definitely the highlight of his career. He's been a former national sparring champion when in the 13-year-olds. So this is a big one for him today.
As you see there, folks, the reverse punch working for young Delia Senatore there.
Has worked very well for him. He's taken first score. Favourite technique for David is his round kick, but he also believes his best technique, which he just scored with them, is also his reverse punch. So well scoring there.
Gee, Glenn, how exciting. All the young children fighting there to watch their idols. Young mums and dads have gathered here today this weekend. As you can see there, definitely having a word to the young gentleman here to settle it down.
It's very easy for him to get quite excited.
Oh, look, like I said, Glenn, he's been preparing for the whole weekend, so I a lot of people are running into great kick there by young
Beautiful round kick there.
2 points.
Oh, he's gone for another good high kick there. Good hook kick. But he was hit by the reverse punch. David's very strong with regard to reverse punch. Like lightning, it shoots out. And now you see that the referee is calling for a little bit of clarification from one of the corner judges.
Just for the viewers at home, young Delio has also noted that his favourite technique is also the hook kick, which we've just seen earlier on. So you may see that come out a couple more times.
We've seen 2 of them fire out at least so far.
As I've said to the viewers at home, James, the kick is worth 2 points. So it's very, very crucial that when they do put out that kick, they do it nice and fast, because the opponents can come with that favourite technique being the reverse punch, which has been working for the competitors this weekend. That's
right. It's a little bit risky. May go for the longer technique, such as the kick. He's trying to pull that off to get the better points rating. But as you just said, Chris, yes, it does tend to leave you exposed. He's got to be quick. He's using it with terrific effect, though, I noticed. So David's reverse punch.
I'll tell you what, in these situations, I hate to be a referee.
It's very tough to call that split-second decision-making by referees, and these referees have all spent many, many hours of training and learning their trade as well to keep themselves sharp. And of course, as you can imagine, at national title level, we have the best of the best on the floor for the decision-making as well. There goes that trademark reverse punch from David, and he scored with it.
Once again, folks at home, you will see that Delio has just been cautioned for the contact. It's very, very important that he does retain his contact, because he will be disqualified.
This is an exciting bout, Chris. We have scores going left and right, both sides. Very good score.
Once again, Glenn, as you've seen now, another exciting kick. Oh, actually, here we go. The judges just made a decision for you folks at home, saying that that kick was too far from the head. Now that also can mean that the kick was not close enough to doing a good kick. So you can see decisions overturned by the centre referee, as you just saw at home.
Very tough call by the officials there. He's called timeout, and he's asking the 2 corner officials to come in. For our viewers at home, just while the officials are discussing this, so when the referee indicates with his hands apart, this is indicating that it was too far away to score.
That's correct.
So it may have been a nice, good, clean technique, but if it's too far, it's not going to score.
That's correct, Glenn. And like we were saying before, it is crucial to, to bring back the contact in that situation there. The kick just wasn't close enough.
And that signal there, calling for a reconsider, and the waving of the flags overhead, Chris?
Yeah, that means that the opponent is in danger of himself, maybe dropping his hands. So he's actually saying to this gentleman, keep your hands up, you are in danger of yourself. You will also be coming out of those situations as well.
So if he was to maintain that, he could actually lose points.
That's correct. Yep. As you can see, the ref is also saying that kick was blocked on the arm, which means he will not receive the 2 points. Okay. Great fight, ladies and gentlemen. As you see there, young Delio Senatore, 20 years of age, taking the bout from Queensland.
Congratulations to Queensland again. The red side, we're starting to even things up.
We told you it would change. Here we go, folks. This is the final. On the red side, you will see a young gentleman by the name of Dean Good. Listen to the roar, folks. He's a crowd favourite. He is from here in New South Wales, Sydney, New South Wales. So he is from Go Kangaroo Karate, who you will have seen earlier featured also in the battle for the champion of champions.
Also from New South Wales.
Now, Dean's a very well-rehearsed competitor. He's up against another well-practiced competitor, Wayne Vella, also from New South Wales. He's the winner of a heavyweight division here today, Chris. He comes in at 93 kilos. He's a third dan, Goju-Ryu Bushido Karate Academy. And both of these competitors have met each other on the mat before. So this is going to be a very exciting bout.
Just for the viewers at home, the young gentleman in the white, Wayne Vella, I've seen him in the previous rounds, and he's very exciting.
Oh.
He's very passionate about his points that he scores.
That's right.
And the viewers at home will see that. They get right into it.
Now, you just saw, if you're watching there, Wayne threw a little hook kick. That is his favourite technique. He uses it to terrific effect. And you won't be the first time that you see that technique come out, I'm sure.
Young Dean Gould there, keeping very cool. He's not getting caught up at the moment. He's picking his shots. He's been very patient. He's like, oh, I'm not going to slip him over there, because that could have been a very good. Actually, they might score this, Glenn.
It looks like he may have scored it, so I've asked to consider. No, but the referee has waved it away on this occasion, Chris. And there's that hook kick.
There you go, Bill. It's one of his favourite techniques.
And you will see, though, ladies and gentlemen, that one of our corner judges has deemed it as excessive, and the referee has gone with that, and he has therefore denied him the score. But he has not been penalised on this occasion.
Great to see the sportsmanship there, Glenn. The two gentlemen touching gloves.
Great sportsmanship between these gentlemen, absolutely. Now, these guys have met on the mat quite a number of times, so they all know each other quite well.
As you'll see at home there, these gentlemen, these men being the heavyweights, their techniques are a lot heavier, so they are being cautioned. The referee's bringing them together just to make sure to say to these guys, hey guys, make sure your contact's not excessive because you can be disqualified.
That's right.
As repeated earlier, we don't want that to happen. These guys have been waiting all weekend for this moment.
Now,
I'd like to make the most of this opportunity.
Dean and the red side has taken a little bit of a, Wayne's taken a little bit of a hit there from that last encounter, and the referee's just giving him a little bit of time out for him to catch his breath. The clock is stopped during that period. Both fighters are then ready. Then the referee will make a decision in respect of any penalties. He's being awarded a penalty by one of the officials, and there's no score, no penalty. The bout continues. In the silverweight, Wayne cocks that leg that he's trying to get that hook kick there, but he's beaten through the strike there by Dean on that occasion, Chris.
Listen to the crowd, Glenn. They're getting really, really involved. It's really pumping these guys up. As you can see, the adrenaline must be flowing through their body. It's an amazing...
Oh, it's working for me.
Oh,
got my adrenaline happening.
It's an amazing...
There goes that hook kick again, and there's the score. Ladies and gentlemen, when we have both corner judges put up the same flag, it is automatically a score, but it can be overruled by the referee.
That's right, Ben. As the viewers would have seen earlier, we had two white flags for a motion really quick, which is a roundhouse kick to the head. The judges were going to score 2 points, but the centre judge said, hang on a second, guys, there's too much contact, and he reverted that decision.
And again, there's that hook kick, and it looks like Dean has gone into that a little bit. He's bounced back up okay, he's all right, but there is penalty warnings out there, and there's now been a point handed over.
That's right, and that's why it's so crucial to redeem the contact. Being the heavyweights, as I mentioned earlier, these guys have got plenty of power behind their kicks and punches.
It doesn't take much.
Exactly. They also need to pull that kick and punch back that little bit quicker.
Now you see there, Wayne's just used a hook kick roundhouse combination. And he's scored. Oh, it's close, it's tight. We have a score, and we also have an excessive contact. The referee is making a decision. He's thinking about this.
Just for the viewers at home, the centre referee is confirming the technique with our NAS Vice President, Mr. James Casey. He will make an executive decision on that technique. We'll say yes, there was excessive contact, or no, the point was a clear point. So yeah, as you will see at home, they are discussing that right now.
So there's arbitration on the side of the ring by the most senior officials as well.
That's correct. Yeah.
Quite a lot of scrutiny goes on to make decisions in respect of scores and penalties here.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Glenn, these guys are fighting to be the 2010 champion at champion.
There's a lot at stake.
Every decision is crucial. As you can see there, the referee's just said no score. Young Wayne Bella's not too happy about it, but he will try and redeem that. I reckon with the hook kick, Glenn. There we go.
Looks like he was maybe beat to a punch, but no score there. I'd say that very close, a little bit close-like, and no score again. Winner.
Oh, one more to the red side, Glenn. 24-year-old Dean Gould will go through to the next fight. Dean Gould, like I mentioned earlier, also from JKN and Quakers Hill. He's been training for 12 years, so his experience getting through there as well. Not getting caught up in the moment, kept a cool head. Great fight there by young Dean Gould.
Fantastic bouts there, Chris. That last set, I knew we were in for something pretty exciting there, and these guys didn't let us down. And hopefully, I think we'll see a little bit more of a reverse punch again.
Who should be fighting next today, Ben?
Now, he's going to be up against Amber Wilson. So, Amber's actually also she's a karate practitioner. Reverse punch again. There'll be a clash of reverse punch. She also likes a round kick as well. Now, This is almost a state versus state competition when you consider Amber's actually from Victoria.
So for viewers at home, Victoria is one of our southern states, and she's taking on Queenslander, who's one of our northern states, also known as the Sunshine State.
From the right corner.
On the white side. There's Amber in the white side, Sherry's in the red side.
As you can see there, young Sherry Bout, very, very, very focused. She wants the prize. This is at the moment, she's ready to rock. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the champion of champions.
This is
NAS
it.
2010. This is the moment.
I'm sure both of these girls are quite focused whilst being so nervous. So much at stake here now, Chris. And you can see they're a little bit cagey at first as to who's going to draw first strike. Feeling each other out.
Very, very familiar styles there, Glenn. The bouncing on the toes, keeping nice and light. Very similar.
That's right, Chris. You see Amber's being very cagey. She gets in, goes for first score. Was it too far? No, she scores. Referee has final decision in respect to scoring. Both girls flashing a little bit.
First two techniques there, Glenn, which is crucial. She's getting a roll on. So Sherry Bow, in order to come back, she may throw a roundhouse kick, which is worth the 2 points, like we stated earlier.
She scored a single point there, Chris. So at the moment we're looking at 2-1 in Amber's favour. And both girls using their hand techniques very close.
All referees saying too far there.
Too far, scored for Amber. So Amber's starting to get a little bit of a lead up at this stage. And but
Young Sherry scores up here again.
Fantastic comeback. So it's very close at this stage, early stage of the match. But both girls starting to get a feel for their opponent's reaction times.
For the viewers at home, these two young ladies are both from a karate background. So that's why they're so similar. Is that right, Glenn?
That's right. You see both of them taking a very similar stance. They're both using similar techniques against each other. They're also very aware of each other's abilities. These girls have no doubt met before on the mat. You can see that they're quite careful in respect of their approach to each other. Not many techniques in respect of kicks thrown at this stage, but you may find that...
As you were stating earlier for the viewers at home, Glenn, it's crucial that they don't get stuck with that roundhouse kick.
That's right.
Being so fast, being non-contact, as the viewers are seeing at home, the reverse punch is the quickest and easiest way to score.
I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some techniques, leg techniques come out, though, should the girls want to try and go for a little bit of quick catch-up there.
As you see there, the centre judge going back to the referees asking which technique they scored, because for the viewers at home, they can be quite quick with those techniques, and the centre judge asking which punch were you scoring.
So it's a very pressure position there for our centre referee. Hold out, please. Both competitors being very careful there. Time. Both are being warned.
As you see there, going for the viewers at home, that was the first official warning for not engaging, meaning the ladies have to give it any throw technique because they can be official warned, and that's exactly what happened.
So we want action here. We promised you action. We're getting it. Just both girls are very, very careful. There's a lot at stake here. This is the big one. They've both fought all year.
Beautiful reverse punch there by young Sherry.
Sherry scored very well. Oh, and she's come straight back for a follow-up.
As we said for the viewers at home, this is the moment we've been waiting for. 2010 champion.
And we've got a slight hold up there, ladies and gentlemen. Referee is consulting with the arbitrators.
What was the technique there, Glenn? Did you notice what, did you see what the technique was?
I think it was a reverse punch, but it was a matter of who got in first, I think.
And for the viewers at home, who was the gentleman with the got sword on?
That's Mr. James Casey. James Casey is the Vice President of the National All Styles. He does have the final say. He's consulting with the officials. At this level of competition, Chris, it's so difficult to be able to call things in such a split second in respect of, was it too far, was it too hard, was it too close?
It's happening so fast. I mean, for the viewers at home, it is quite hard to see what the punch was or the kick was because it is happening so fast.
That's right, and the viewers at home may have great angling with regards to the camera work from there. They might see something that appears to be quite obvious, but the real ruling is done in respect of the judge's eye. So the judge must be able to spot that differentiation right there and then.
Just for the viewers at home also, each competitor is allowed a coach, so that in these situations, if there is a punch that wasn't scored, or if there is a decision that they don't have about, they are allowed to have a word for their competitors.
The previous point before, it should have been too white, and the referee awarded red.
Okay, so there's been a discrepancy picked up by our arbitrator, and it appears that the score was inadvertently attributed to the wrong side. It's good to see that the arbitrator's picked up on that. Everyone's all fair.
Big decision.
Hard call, a hard call to have to make, but in a fairness of it,
I'm in a black suit, but I'm glad I'm not in that one.
I'm glad I'm not out there under that pressure today also, Chris. I've been there in that position before. We've both spent some time on the mat there, and I've got to say that from where we're at today, this is a little bit easier.
It is. I'm not sweating now as much as I used to be, Glenn. For the viewers at home, as you can see, the centre referee just discussing with the girls what actually happened, so that we can resume the bout.
And we are straight back into it. The girls are on the move, getting ready, looking for an opening, and you see as soon as one girl moves in, the other one takes the opportunity as well, so it's very close.
Oh, what a decision here, Glenn.
It's a tough call. The referee is up against it today, Chris.
Once again, as we discussed earlier, what a decision. Mr. Casey, will he be called in again, Glenn?
It looks like the referee is looking towards Mr. Casey for some adjudication in that respect.
What a big decision,
I think the referee's going to go out and that's it.
2010 champion.
And the guys come down to that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Amber Wilson is our 2010 Grand Champion of Champions. Congratulations. I'm sure her instructor back at the Shido-Ryu Karate Academy back in Melbourne will be very, very happy to see her bring home that trophy. And it's a beautiful belt.
Also the young Sherry Bow. I mean, all weekend to come here to get second from the 2010 champions. That's great.
Nothing to be lost for Sherry. Sherry's no loss of face there. Runner-up for this year. She'll be back next year, I'm sure.
Oh, no doubt, Glenn. Next year, the National Stars 2011 will be on the Gold Coast, which will be the same time. So hopefully she can make it work a while there.
She may have that hometown advantage to it working for her next year. But Amber Wilson, I'm sure, will also be back there to defend her title. Absolutely. She's only 20 years old, so she's got 25 left in her.
Big future there. Amber Wilson, as you've seen, ladies and gentlemen, took a tour. The reverse punches didn't work. For a couple of decisions that weren't crucial were made by Mr. Casey. And for the viewers at home, they can see how important that is. Young Amber Wilson, very, very, very happy. As part of that prize, she will be featured throughout the new Blitz magazine.
And she'll make the front cover, is that right? I believe she does.
I believe so, yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, Blitz magazine being a martial arts magazine, which also is like an all-styles magazine, which features young Muay Thai martial artists, karate, kung fu, coaches all throughout Australia, and also teachers. So it is a very, very popular magazine.
It's great to see the martial arts starting to get the media that it's so well deserved. Many years we're seen as one of the underdogs in sports in respect of broadcasting, so it's great for us to have the opportunity to help get such a great championship out there in front of some of the viewers around the world. And these are a great, this championship does have a terrific tradition. It's going for many, many years now, Chris. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading into our final bout for today, and this is the Grand Championship title for the men's division.
On the white side,
Dean Gould, one of the big favourites in New South Wales, a Gokan Roo stylist. He's been training now for 12 years. And this is a big highlight for him. He's known for his speed, his reverse punch, and like his opponent earlier on, he loves his hook kick.
Young Delio Senatore here, he's a third dan in session move karate, so two karates going at it again. As you can see, young Delio there trying with that roundhouse kick, which can earn him 2 points.
And he hasn't been slow in coming forward to get the techniques, try and pick up some new early points. Straight at the beginning of a bout, come out firing out of the blocks there. That's a terrific effort from Delio.
He's very, very important to be the first to score that technique, because momentum is a big thing within the line.
Well, the interesting thing here is we have a lightweight against a heavyweight. So they're two very differing sizes, but because it's non-contact, it's not so much. I suppose Dean has to be careful in respect of his lighter opponent, can be very sharp, bumblebee style.
As you can see here, decision was made by the centre referee saying the technique was too fast. Young Delio is accepting that decision by the centre referee. So no points scored there.
No points scored at this stage. There's that hook kick. It's starting to come out there from Dean. He's trying it. Very quick with the feet also, young Delio.
What Delio has mentioned here, Glenn, that his favourite technique is also the hook kick. So this could be interesting.
And the corner judge is waving that one of the competitors actually left the main competition area, the blue match, as we mentioned earlier on. Both competitors now sort of into the settled-in phase of the bout. They've had a couple of quick run-ins, and at that stage then, it looks like maybe the white side may have scored. No, red side scored. Wow. There's a flag for each.
As you can see,
tough score.
Big decision, contact made there.
Contact, both corner judges have indicated, and a referee has agreed with that.
So there's an unofficial warning, Glenn. These two warnings, is that right?
That's right. So you have to watch out from now on. White side will have to be aware of his contact. There's potential excessive contact from the red side at this stage, I'm thinking.
Will be warned for also excessive contact. These general warnings are settled down. But as we've seen earlier,
it's just the excitement, Chris. So much excitement.
That's what it's all about, Glenn. As you can hear the crowd in the background, this is the moment. Young fighter's been warned in the middle.
That's right. So the referee's just giving them a little bit of downtime to cool off.
Well, and both now had an unofficial warning on, which will mean if they do make excessive contact, a point may be awarded to the other side.
That's right. No score on that time, is there, Chris? Oh, it's so fast.
So young Dean Gould, one of his favourite techniques, didn't come up for him that time.
And there's a score. White side. That was actually a score to the white side on the punch got in before the hook kick on that at that time then, Chris. It just shows you how tough it is for the referees and judges to be able to call these scores. Everything's so fast. Both of these men moving about very quickly. Anything can happen at any time.
As the viewers will see at home, and young Delio switching from southpaw to natural. So he's trying to throw his opponent through swapping stances.
And the referee's holding his hand up to let them know that his time is coming up. He's been watching out that the competitors must engage. No score.
Time has been told, Glenn. The 2010 male champion of champions has been awarded. He was the winner.
And that was Dean Gould. That massive charge of cheer coming up from the Gotown routine. And you can see he looks like a pretty happy boy.
Oh, why wouldn't have been done? 2010 champion of champions, what everyone's been waiting for. Gotown is very, very successful within the NAS for champion of champions, is that right?
That's right, they're well rehearsed, they practice for these tournaments. There's no luck involved here.
As you can see, a lot of emotion there on the face of young Dean Gould. Congratulations, being awarded the championship belt. Like we said at home, folks, these young blokes have been training all year for something like this. It does mean a lot to them.
I tell you what, I got goosebumps right now, Chris, because Dean here has been the 2008, 2009 middleweight champion. Now, finally, he, in 2010, he's worked his way up to it, well deserved. He's now the grand champion of champions. There's no surprise as to why he's so...
A lot of emotion there. He's walked off to the mat, all of his friends, fellow karatekas, congratulating young Dean Gould. Congratulations to young December Melbourne. 20 years of age from beautiful Queensland. Unfortunately, it wasn't his day today, Glenn.
No, it wasn't his day today, but there's a happy grand champion there. And again, like the female winner, he will also grace the front cover. He's being mobbed by his fans as we speak.
What a scene, Glenn.
That's a lot of excitement. That boy is going to be celebrating for weeks to come.